Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who is new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. So welcome to today's video where I am going to introduce a new brand to you, my sweetie. Okay, so this is Cosmic Brushes. This is my first product from that brand and I got that by gift. As a gift from my bestie Andrea, and she ordered this for me and I got it and now I'm using it and I'm actually, sweeties, it's impressive. So this is the Royal Rose palette, and I also should say that Cosmic Brushes is based in the UK. They offer worldwide shipping, they're cruelty free, they're vegan, and this is the beautiful Royal Rose palette. Okay, sweeties, if you've just found me, okay, I'm Leorah, I'm a makeup artist and I'm a stylist, and I love colorful styling, I love colorful makeup, and that's basically what you're gonna get here. This is a place of being very, very positive, also being very open and just chatting about stuff the way it is, you know, plus just trying to see the good things and reviewing makeup. And that is basically my love and my joy, what I'm doing here. So please feel free to check out my channel and subscribe, because that would just be awesome if we could have built this beautiful place a little bit more. Alright, sweeties, so I'm going to do my third look today with this palette. The other two you will see in pictures right before the review part. Also, of course, I'm going to try to swatch this palette. I hope I can get it all on my arm. Also, that you're going to see later in the video. And if you don't know how I'm handling these things, I'm doing one eye here on camera, then you see the things that I've just mentioned, and then we'll meet here with the finished styling and the finished look for the review part towards the end of the video. Okay, sweeties, now with all of that being said, let's zoom you in as always, and I want to do a little bit of a story time today. Let me just move my mirror a little bit closer. Okay, I want to do a little bit of a story time today, and I want to chat with you about how it happened that I became a makeup artist. I thought, you know, maybe that would be of interest to you, and a little bit about my journey. This video is probably not long enough to tell you everything, but maybe we can have like a second part or something like this. All right, I have, of course, one eye primed, as you can see the difference, right? So that is that. And I also should mention, before I forget, that actually Cosmic Brushes reached out to me and asked me if I want to be affiliated with them. So you will find a code in the description box down below, together with all the other codes that I have with different brands. And yeah, so let us go in with this. Of course, you're going to see the other two looks super soon. My first one that I did was actually a super neutral look, like rosy neutral. The second one was extremely bold, and now I want to do another bold one. And I think that I want to go into this kind of a color scheme, like the pink and this like dark saturated red. And for the lid, I don't know yet, maybe this one, you know, so it's going to be like a pink, red, purple kind of a look. That's the plan. So let's do that, okay? All right, sweeties, so let's go in with that pink, the Dreamer shade, and let's put that, let's just start, okay? I think you can see right off the bat that there is a lot of pigmentation going on. Yeah, and this is most probably how you're going to find every single shade in this palette. But I don't want to give away too much from my review part, of course, because I want you to watch. I want you to watch till the end. Also because, of course, I always want you to see my finished styling when it all comes together, you know? So anyway, that is that. Okay, so let's now talk a little bit about how I became a makeup artist. Because by profession, well, now I am a professional makeup artist, but by profession before that, I'm a registered nurse, and I have not worked in that profession for a long time, but basically, I don't know, a long time, very long time. I have not been in nursing, and I also don't miss it much, honestly, you know? It feels like, yeah, there is nothing wrong with being a nurse. It's actually a very, very good profession. But it feels like I did it, I was good at it, but it was not my heart, and it was not my place where my soul wanted to be, but I didn't know it. I only knew it or started to realize it once I sort of started to do makeup. Okay, now I have done makeup I don't know, ever since I was in my teens, super early, okay? But when I say doing makeup, let me just switch brushes. You know what? No, I'm gonna go in first with my bone color matte and just sort of place this here on the top edge, and then I'm going to try to blend the whole thing together a little bit more. Okay, so when I say doing makeup, that means that basically I probably had some kind of shimmer shade on my lid applied with a finger, probably just like that, and mascara. I don't think I've ever done an eyeliner in my life, just here on the bottom, on the lower waterline. And I've never had foundation on. I never even knew, like, I didn't know what an eyeshadow primer is. I didn't know any of this, you know? But I always liked the concept of makeup, and I was just very, very simple about it, you know? Because also I'm coming from a family where makeup is not really part of what people do, you know? It's not. So anyway, so I didn't really learn it or see it from my mom or from my sister or whatever, you know. It was not that. Okay, now I'm gonna switch brushes, and how I'm gonna blend this out, I kind of feel like a yellow. Why not? Should we try the yellow? I'm actually super intrigued. Wait, just grabbed the wrong brush by mistake. I'm actually feeling super intrigued by this one here, but I kind of feel like maybe this one would be the smarter choice for now. So let's use this one. That's the shade Highness. All right, so anyway, long story. How did it then come together that I started to dig into makeup? So I started watching YouTube, you know, and I started to find these beauty YouTubers, and I was like, wow, this is so cool. And I also have to say that I was at a stage in my life where I just basically had given birth to my 7th child, and he was at that point, I think he was around 1.5 years old when I signed up. And I was already modeling back then. I was in the middle of a really bad eating disorder, and I mean, just imagine, I had a 1.5, oh, no, sorry. When I started modeling, my youngest child was just 1 year old, and he was my 7th child. So, and I was, I think, around 38 years old or 37, I don't remember anymore. And I felt like, wow, this is such a huge accomplishment, and I was so proud of myself. But I felt still like, what else can I do? Because this is not enough. I was basically just running my fashion blog with my outfits and stuff like that. And besides that, I was basically just mommy, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. It was just not enough for me personally anymore after I had done it for so many years, you know, like giving birth and mothering and raising 7 kids. It's a lot, and you kind of have to make sure that you don't lose yourself on the way, because kids are demanding. You know, they are. Okay, so switching brushes again, and I'm gonna go back into that pink shade just with a different brush, with a bit of a more fluffy brush this time. And I think this yellow was the exact right choice for this placement. So nice. Anyway, so I was actually it was after breakfast. It was after breakfast, and I was reading our newspaper, and there was a big ad in there. I think it was it in February? I think it was in February, right before I started my YouTube channel. And I was reading this newspaper, or just flipping through it, because I'm not really too much into reading newspapers. It's just, you know, it doesn't hold my attention very long. And then I saw a huge advertisement of one of those major makeup schools. Yeah, and that is basically when it sort of clicked, and I was like, wow, I could do that. I could do that. That it could be a nice way to earn a living if you're good enough. Back then I didn't know that that's not true. That's not true unless you are like Scott Barnes and do makeup on, I don't know, like Jennifer Lopez or something, I don't know. So that, you know, you don't really earn a lot of money when you're a makeup artist, but Back then I didn't know. I thought, this is cool, I can do this. I have always been good with colors and stuff like that, and I figured this is easy breezy. Okay, so I basically called that service number and left a message, and a little did I know that once these people have your contact information, they will hunt you down. They smell your money, you know, they will want to sell you a package, and that's exactly what they did. So there was this package. So first of all, of course, yeah, they invited us into their headquarters, and of course telling us, you know, this is this and this is that, and you're getting so much, and you only have to pay, how much was it? Because I'm now thinking in my currency, and I'm trying to do this in dollars. I think it was around 14,000 shekels. And I think $1 is something like 3.3 shekels or something like this. I don't remember anymore. Something like that. But it was a whole lot of money. And I was supposed to take part in 3 different courses. One was like basic classic glam makeup. The next one was like runway makeup that is a little bit more dramatic, like, you know, a little bit more dramatic. And then the third part was supposed to be special effects makeup. Okay, so let's go in with the next shade. This is exhausting because I'm actually not looking back at this whole thing with a lot of fond memories at all. Yeah, so anyway, they got me signed up for all 3. I didn't even want to do that. I did not want to do, wait, I'm gonna go in with this shade, the royal shade, okay? I did not want to do the special effects makeup. I could not care less about special effects makeup. Like, you know, I don't care. So, but anyway, they said you get such a super deal and you get more products if you sign up for that one, because it's like the bigger package and this and that. And honestly, I was just really, really naive and dumb, because seriously, it wasn't it, you know. So at some point, I think after, I want to say 2 months of a waiting period, because I had to wait till the next group starts from scratch, I guess. I started to become a makeup artist, and the first thing that basically happened to me, and I came there with my full-fledged makeup, and by then I was already very much into colors, and I thought I was very good. I wasn't, but I had the feeling that I was good. So I came there, and the first thing the teacher said to me in front of everybody else was, nobody's gonna do makeup like Leorah. And she meant it in a negative way. She didn't mean like, this is like she's outstanding and nobody's ever gonna be like her. She meant it in the way that this is ugly and this is now not how it's done. So she probably was right, though. You know, she probably was right. But that was painful in front of everybody. But I have to say, and I told this story already at some point in the beginning of my channel, I told this story already, that actually I later on went back to this teacher and thanked her, because that comment propelled me forward. Because after this lesson, I went up to her and I said, what can I do? What can I do to get better? Wait, I need to find a brush for the next shade. I want to put that purple shade. That purpley shade here. This is the shade Tiffany. Is it Tiffany? It's Tiffany. This one. I want to put that here on my lid. What can I do to get better? How am I going to go about this to actually like get really, really good? And the teacher gave me her phone number, and she said, when you do your makeup every single day, take a picture of it and send it to me, and I'm going to help you fine-tune yourself. Okay, so, and that's what I did, and that's what I did every single day for months, and I got her criticism every single day for months, and that was actually really, really good. Now, at the same time, like right before I had started to become a makeup artist, I had started my channel, and I don't even know how I did it, how I even created content, because I didn't know. I didn't have anything. I didn't know anything, but I started my channel anyway, because I figured figured, you know, let's do it. Let's not wait. Why should we wait for anything, right? So I had like 18 subscribers or something, and they were all family. Everybody was probably just feeling bad for me or something, feeling sorry. Okay, I'm just gonna go in with my finger and apply this also with my finger. And yeah, so that is basically what it was. And I did not enjoy the time in that school. I always felt like, where is the teaching? Why am I not learning anything? I felt like if I watch YouTube at home, one of those, like, I don't know, back then I was watching Jaclyn Hill and people like that, and which was of course like very, very, I don't want to say basic, but when it comes to colorful makeup, probably it is basic, or traditional, let's put it that way, because basic sounds so negative, because it's not negative, you know, there's nothing negative about neutral makeup. It's just your style, your whatever you want to do with yourself. But I felt like when I'm watching Jaclyn Hill or whoever else, I'm learning more than when I'm going to the courses that I paid so much money for, you know? And I was like, something is wrong. Something is not, you know, adding up here at all. So, and that's why I didn't enjoy it, you know? And as the time went on, actually people came up to me, and I was practicing every single day. Every single day I was practicing, and I was fine-tuning myself and, you know, learning all of that the way it should be done, and then also finding my own way in it. And then at some point, actually in the second stage of those courses, the runway makeup kind of a thing, teachers actually came to me and asked me how to do a proper cut crease. And then I think, okay, what kind of teachers are you? Like, have you ever done makeup? Like, seriously, you know? It's not like I didn't learn anything there. I did actually, the one thing where I think, wow, this is what I actually learned there, is to do my lips. That is what I did. But thing is that, you know, basically in those traditional makeup schools, at least in when you're doing like the basic training, it is like all you need to know is how to basically color correct, how to do a liner, and how to apply red lips, because this is what basically everybody wants for their wedding, you know, at least here where I live. And that is so basic that I was like, I can't, you know? So anyway, so that is a little bit of my journey. I think I'm going to probably talk more about this topic in a different video. But please let me know if you're interested in that, you know, that I share a little bit more of my experiences that I had there, because it was a thing. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to recreate this, of course, on the other eye. I will do my under eye area, I will finish my face, and after the other two looks that I've done with the palette and of course the swatches, we will meet right back here for the finished look and the finished styling and the review part. My lovelies, welcome to the finished look and the finished styling, and you have just seen the swatches, which I still have right here, and I think they're phenomenal. I mean, besides the fact that I cannot ever swatch completely straight, because I don't know, I mean, I'm swatching on a round surface kind of, so how can it be straight, right? So anyway, I think the quality of the swatches is incredible, and that will very much relate to what I'm going to say to you in just a second. Now, first of all, I need to let you in a secret, sweeties. Okay, I'm gonna zoom you in and show you how the look turned out, and of course I'm going to also try to tell you what else I did with the look while I was off camera. Okay, sweeties, also I should point out, while I have you so close up, that the blush and the highlighter is also shades being used from that palette, which I'm going to talk to you about too. So yeah, anyway, let's zoom you out, and now I'm gonna tell you that I did create this look also hours ago. For me, hours ago, when I filmed that first eye, I couldn't see anything. Sweeties, I woke up today with some kind of allergic reaction, and that was kind of strange because right now usually I'm filming this in June. Usually at that time of the year I do not have allergic reactions to, I don't know, like the stuff blossoming or I don't know what, but right now I have this milky veil over my contact lenses, and it is really, really horrible, and I could not see what I'm doing. So I hope that the look turned out okay. Because even especially with my glaring studio lighting here, it sort of reflects on this thing that is happening in my eyes, and it is really, really horrible. So yeah, just saying that if I've been a little bit weird, like blinking weird or like something, that is because I had something going on in my eyes, and it got increasingly worse while I was filming. You know, when I sat down here and like super early in the morning, wasn't that bad, but as time went on it got just worse and worse and worse, and now it's really bad. So, but I want to finish this video because, you know, now I filmed the look already, and why not then just film the review part 2. Okay, so anyway, let's talk about the swatches while I'm half blind. The swatches, sweeties, were absolutely amazing. They swatched like bomb.com. This palette, okay, let's talk about the palette. Okay, let me show you. It comes in a sleeve that looks basically exactly like the palette, as you can see right here. It's in the front and in the back. It is basically the same. You have the ingredients on the back. You have this very cute and kind of, I don't know, elegant packaging, and then you have all these shades here, a good size mirror, and also shade names. Okay, what do I have to say to this palette? This palette is, as of right now, I have to think, is it my most favorite palette in my collection, or is it super, super close to? I will have to give that some thought, because sometimes I'm just not 100% aware what is in my collection as of right now, because it also changes super, super fast. But sweeties, as of right now, when I'm filming this, this is either second place or first place in my collection. And have you ever hear me say that? I don't think so. This has blown me away. This has blown me away. I think this is super, super superior quality. And I'm not saying this lightly, okay? I'm not saying this lightly. I'm of course basing this on my, you know, what I can compare it to, but I have a lot. I have easily 300 or 400 palettes, and it is not like 50 Colourpop palettes, you know? I have a lot of brands. So, and I'm basing that on that, and of course on my level of experience with working with makeup and stuff like that. This is super, super top-notch. No complaints. There is not a single shade in that palette that didn't work, that felt dry, that was patchy, there is nothing in this palette that did not work. I'm done. I can officially shut down my channel because now I've seen that one perfect thing. Color scheme wise also, this is such a surprise. This is such a surprise what you can do with this palette. Also, these shades mix super, super well. In the second look that you saw in pictures, where it kind of looks like I'm wearing a dark blue, there is no dark blue in this palette. I mixed those two and it turned kind of into a dark blue purplish amazing shade, and you can do that so well with this palette. Everything is so velvety and so amazing. The pigmentation in this palette is out of this world. Blendability out of this world. There is some minor staining in the shades that I have used already. Now, of course, I don't know about these shades, and I don't know about these shades because those I only have swatched. I have not used them on my eye as of yet. But there was some minor staining with, I don't remember which ones. Maybe this one. I don't remember anymore. Maybe also this one. There could be. Okay, so just so you know, I personally do not care because I just don't care, because I'm like whatever, you know. But that might be an important information for you, but it was not super bad, okay, at all. Now, of course, these shades were not super vibrant. These, of course, will be super vibrant, so I don't know. But even with working with the purple in my second look, there was no staining. So just saying, there might be some, but that is the only thing where I would say say, okay, like whatever, you know, you gotta know that, but I don't care. I mean, I care about you, but I don't care about the staining. That's what I wanted to say. But anyway, I barely see the camera, so you gotta forgive me. It feels like I'm completely sitting in fog talking to myself. This is how it feels right now. But anyway, like really, the color scheme is beautiful. There is such nice depth in the palette. There is such a variety in this palette. And seriously, as face products, bomb.com. You know, I could easily use this as a bronzer. I used this shade today as a blush because I love blushes like this that lean more orange. It's just so flattering, especially when you have pink on your eyes, you know. So, and then for under my eye, because of course I finished that off camera, I used actually this shade and then backed it up with, I think this one. Yeah, this one. So I have to also say something to that, because you have seen me before doing my under eye area on camera, and it happens a lot that I have problems the second I'm using eyeshadows on a set surface, because when I do my under eye area, that surface is going to be set, right? So I have frequently I have problems getting the pigmentation right and everything, and getting it to apply evenly without like leaving patches on holes and whatever. This is on a set surface, and it went on like you would not believe. You would not believe, you know, and it's incredible. So for my inner corner, I do have this one here, which is, it looks very similar to this one, but this is more sparkly. And when you see it untouched, it is kind of like a marble kind of a shade. There are like different flecks of shimmers and stuff in it, okay? So this is a little bit more sparkly. There might be some minor sparkly fallout. And this is more like a traditional champagne-y shimmer, which is also super, super beautiful. It's the one that I have here right at the top. So color-wise, they are a little bit similar, while this one is a little bit more towards peachy. Like there is even like a tiny little hint of pink, but a tiny one, but mostly it is more peachy, and this is more like a, you know, like a champagne. Was looking for the right word. So anyway, I should also show you that I actually used 2 shades out of this palette for creating this liner that I did. Okay, so I basically used this one here, which is the shade Romance, and this one, which is the shade Enchanted. I scratched some of the pigment out, mixed them on the mixing plate, mixed it with Duraline from Inglot, and applied it as a liner, just so you know, because you might be interested in, you know, what is there, because it is not the traditional black liner, obviously. But yeah, so because I really like to do that, I was actually super tempted to maybe use this one also as a liner, because that could also be super beautiful. But I kind of went for this vibe today, and I'm really loving it, you know. So anyway, just so you know that this is what I did for the liner. This was amazing. The shimmers were amazing, the mattes were amazing, the color scheme is amazing. I cannot even tell you. I cannot even tell you. And would I have necessarily bought that palette? Maybe not. You know, maybe not. Not because I didn't like it, because I said in my new makeup releases when I introduced this palette to you that I actually really think that this is a very beautiful palette. But because of my collection being so big, I'm just like, what am I going to buy? What am I going to buy this month? You know? But this, as I told you, was gifted to me by Andrea, who is one of my besties. And I'm so grateful, because this opened a whole new realm of experience for me, and a whole new level that a lot of brands will have to catch up to now, you know. This is absolutely stunning. Absolutely stunning. I don't know how they did that. I could sit here for hours and just keep on gushing and gushing and gushing, because this is how beautiful it is. Seriously, you know. Now, I'm never nasty about a brand. As you know, there is no such thing on my channel. And even if a palette has like a normal average performance, I will say this was a very good, solid performance, right? Because it is. There's nothing bad about palettes like that have a good, solid performance. But this is outstanding, outstanding, outstanding. Just saying. Okay, so have I made myself clear? Okay, so this is cardboard packaging, in case I did not mention this. And I think I also said in the beginning, they offer worldwide shipping. It is vegan, it's cruelty free. And this is of course based in the UK. And I am honored. I am honored to have this in my collection. I'm gonna have to try to figure out a ranking of my top 10 in my collection as of right now. This is gonna be super high. Super high. I cannot promise you if it's place 1, because as I said, I need to go through my collection and see what else is there. But wow, like wow, you know, just saying. Okay, sweeties, everything that I have on my face will as always be in the description box. Everything is listed there. There will be also all my discount codes that I have with the different brands. There is also one for cosmic brushes that is affiliated. You will find it there. And I'm so glad that I got this. Seriously, sweeties, if you like makeup the way I do, you know, you will love this. I promise you that one. You will love this. Now, this is my first product from Cosmic Brushes, so I don't know how the other things that they have on the website work or whatever, but this, sweeties, I can just vouch with my name for this. Definitely. Okay, so that is that. I had so much fun. So much fun. I wish I could see myself. I hope this is a decent look. I just cannot. I'm glad that I got dressed with like everything the right way and stuff, because seriously, I don't know. So yeah, anyway, leave me your comments, of course, in the comment section down below. And besides that, if you have not done so yet, then please subscribe to my channel, because that would just absolutely be fabulous. Usually I see what I'm doing, just saying, you know, just saying. Okay, and besides that, I'm gonna have to take out my contact lenses now and really scrub my eyeballs, because I don't know, this I cannot live like this. So yeah, please follow me also on my social media, because there you see all the looks that are filmed and unfilmed. Everything is going to come up there, especially my Leorah Cosmetics Instagram, because there you also have flit lace and swatches and all of that. There you get the most condensed makeup content. Okay, so that is that, and I will see you here next time for my next video, and up until then, definitely go ahead and sparkle. Hugs and kisses. Bye.